The big national story: leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, member of the selection panel, Rahul Gandhi, is protesting the appointment of the new Chief Election Commissioner. Late last night, the government appointed current Election Commissioner R. Ashmit Kumar as the new Chief Election Commissioner. The Chief Secretary of Haryana, Vivek Joshi, was also appointed as an Election Commissioner. The appointments came hours after a meeting of the high-level selection committee led by the Prime Minister. The committee also comprises of the Home Minister Amit Shah and the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi. This marks the first time a selection panel was involved in picking India's top election watchdog. The government passed a law in 2023 changing the appointment process and giving powers to this high-level committee. At the meeting, Rahul Gandhi opposed the appointment. He's now made the dissent note he submitted on the matter public. In the note, Rahul Gandhi said it is disrespectful and discourteous to make a midnight decision when the selection process is being challenged before the Supreme Court. Rahul Gandhi argued that the composition of the committee is tilted in favour of the government and a case will be heard by the Supreme Court within 48 hours. But his dissent was overruled and the government went ahead with the appointment. The Association for Democratic Reforms moved the Supreme Court today opposing the appointment. The apex court has listed the case to be heard tomorrow. Ashmit is standing by with more. Ashmit, take us through what happened in court today and give us a quick background to this matter.
Well, allow me to bring in some context here. In March of 2023 is when the Supreme Court had frowned on the fact that there is no law that governs appointments to the Election Commission, and at the time had appointed a temporary selection panel comprising of the Prime Minister, the Leader of Opposition and the CJI, the Chief Justice of India. This was meant to be temporary. Now, subsequently, later that year, in December of 2023, the Centre passed a fresh law which replaced the CJI with a Union Cabinet Minister in the selection panel, which is what prompted a whole host of challenges being filed here before the apex court, which is what prompted these very same questions to come to light with the appointment of Ashmit Kumar as the new Chief Election Commissioner. The question that was raised first by Rahul Gandhi, then by the petitioners here before the apex court, is that why is this appointment being rushed through? The question that Rahul Gandhi had raised as a part of his dissent note is that the Supreme Court is already seized of the matter. The Supreme Court is already hearing this case. The matter is sub judice, and if that is the case, why rush through this appointment? Why not wait for the Supreme Court to hear and decide this case? Finally, this was the very same submission that was made this morning by the Association for Democratic Reforms. They said that the Supreme Court judgment is being made a mockery of, that constitutional norms are being violated, and that there is no independence as far as this new selection panel is concerned, and therefore there is an urgent requirement for intervention for hearing by the Supreme Court. So importantly, the Supreme Court has agreed to hear this case. Tomorrow will be a critical day where the Supreme Court will look to give guidance on what happens with respect to this new selection panel, what happens in the interim, and what happens by when the Supreme Court will finally hear and decide this case.
All right, Ashmit, many thanks for joining us and staying with action in court. The Supreme